What's going on, traders? Welcome to the channel. My name is John. That's Groot. We trade options here. So if you've seen a few videos and you are not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. I think it's on this side. I don't know, but that's the universe telling you it is time to take charge of your future. We trade options here for income. That income you can think of as like weekly, monthly little dividends. And as those come in, you segment those into different buckets. So first bucket is kind of like a slower growth, grow your wealth slowly type of bucket, much safer plays. The next one's highly speculative, could be those 10, 20, 100x type plays. And then the next after that is growing that income snowball. You want to make that account bigger so that each time you're getting those weekly, monthly type of income checks, they are coming in bigger and bigger, and you just keep compounding that growth and wealth. So like we said, do that, subscribe, or you're going to make this guy really mad. So appreciate you. But gold today, gonna show you a few things. Some of the positions we took on an additional position in Tesla. I know. You can talk overall markets, and one key stock I'm kind of watching on the low. Let's see how it goes. And then I'm gonna show you the Robinhood account. I got a few positions there. I'm really pissed at Robinhood actually after what has been happening, what has been progressing. I still don't believe what they're saying. Obviously covering their cost and collateral does make sense, but you can actually raise the limits or basically halt the stock in general and not doing what they did, which was sell only. Sell side only basically creates a non-free market, and I think that's BS, so not cool. However, let's talk about the markets, okay? I'm gonna jump into Thinkorswim, and I'm showing you Tesla right now, but let's actually go to the SPY here really quick. And I'm on the SPY, S&P 500 daily chart, and you're gonna see we have been dropping. These drops generally create more volatility in the market. We could actually be testing a potential support. I don't think so. I think we either go higher or lower from here, honestly. So if we go higher, we're gonna test this trend line. If we go lower, we are testing this support at about 361 or so. So keep that in mind. VIX has jumped off the 20 level. I talk about this frequently. There's been a strong support, this volatility index, and this jump is associated with drops in the market. So as natural, you can see we are elevated at a higher rate. So let's see if we drop lower or stay higher on the volatility scale. So next, I'm going to tell you about a stock I'm very interested in. I think this is a really great play, and that's going to be Zoom, ZM. Zoom is one that will take some time to work itself out, but bottom line here, let's just go to the weekly chart really fast so you can see that. And basically these bars here are Fibonacci retracements. 50% is generally like a really key retracement level, and you can see it's being respected here. Recently we bounced off it, but another thing that needs to be either respected or looked at is a trend line. And this was something I found interesting, as the trend line seems to be intact and it is resistance right now. So going to the daily chart, there's a few things I like here. And one is we bounced off it, looks great. This should have been support when we got above it. It is not, but it is the next thing we need to watch here in the market. And there's two ways this either goes. You'll see this gap. This gap hasn't filled. I love that the gap is at the 50% level. And also, since we tested lower again, no gap fill, so that could be a risk that is possible, which means if we go lower, we're definitely going to try to fill this gap here at the, what's this high? It is at 325.9, so 325.90 is a level to watch. So I'm keeping my eyes out on Zoom. I think Zoom is still going to be extremely relevant even after we're all vaccinated, and even after the economy's opened. I've seen nothing but creators using Zoom. I've seen nothing but teachers using Zoom. I've seen nothing but politicians and lawmakers using Zoom. So I don't see what will change here, and I like that Zoom has upgraded and updated their offerings to the market and to their customers. So that looks pretty good there. Okay, next let's talk about Tesla. So with Tesla, this was a trade that I took on last week for earnings, and I will go to Tesla really quick. TSLA daily chart looks good. Look at the trend line. This is going to be key for you to see. And what I'm going to show you here is the 15-minute chart and what I did. So on Wednesday, the earnings report did not go so great. Tesla kind of dropped. I guess the market might not have liked what they saw, but I liked it. I think the long-term story is more than intact. I think we're going to see Tesla grow significantly. And also, what I like about this 15-minute chart on Friday and why I took this position is this trend line has been here. I mean, I put this trend line here, I think in December, early January. It is being relatively respected, and it was neat to me to see this actually touch. And then we go lower, bounce back right above it, test it, test it, test it. And then literally the last bar of the day, we basically touched it. You can see that right here. This last bar we touched and bounced. And so that is interesting to me. But the reason I took a position in Tesla again was another debit spread. So I'll show you that really quick so you can see. So I'm in Tesla now. Oh goodness, let's go. All right. So in Tesla, I had these 870, 910 call debit spreads. They're not currently playing out, but 815, 845 is my new set of position that I added to Tesla. I'm kind of laddering in. So if the price was moving in this direction, I'm sort of laddering my risk, evening out some of my probability of profit. But then number one, the main thing I do is I never want to let my positioning in a trade exceed 1 to 5% of my overall net worth, net portfolio, whatever you want to call it, because I do not want to blow up my account. I want to stay in the game. I want to keep my bankroll in check. You know, when you're playing poker, you don't want to blow your everything right at once, right? You want to slow play it to the odds, play with percentages that make sense for you, and then play if you need to bluff based on that. So this is the similar thing with trading in general, and same thing here. So even if I do lose here, I'm okay. I'm still in the game. I've really taken kind of a smaller hit, and that's on purpose, okay? So keep this in mind. Basically my new goal, since we had this bounce and since we're testing that trend line, is that we are going to see how the week plays out. I want to get to about midweek, Wednesday or Thursday. So I'm giving this trade another 3 or 4 days. You got to give it room to breathe, right? Like when I took on the next trade and I saw it drop more, if I would have gotten emotional and freaked out right here, I basically would have lost everything. And then lo and behold, the next couple bars, we go higher. So let it breathe, see where it goes, follow the market, keep your risk in check. Also, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, etc. This is just for educational purposes. I really enjoy options. I think it's a key part of how people should trade personally. And I want to make sure people understand mechanics of trading. So that's really important to me. Okay, so next let's get to the important thing. It's what everyone wants to see. You know, let's go to it. And that's going to be the Robinhood portfolio. So like I said, I want to probably start moving away from Robinhood, but there you have it. So not too bad. It's been a kind of tough week, actually. We were about, man, we're down about 11, 12, 14% or so. But that's not bad. I'm okay with that. Like I said, I like to manage, keep my risk in check, and that's where I'm at. You know, we had a big drop. I've seen some other people down a very significant amount, 30, 40%. I do not like drawdowns like that, so I'm going to try and keep myself in the clear. Now, on the options side, I got some covered calls in MARA, so not too bad. I'm looking okay here on these. Basically, my goal, maybe sink out another $200 out of these, but we'll see. The MARA is highly related to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been showing some volatility, and we're building a base at about the 35,000 mark, so let's see how that goes. Okay, BNGO is all, these are the Tesla trades also, so I took on a few more speculative trades here, some debit spreads in Tesla. BNGO is offering options, so I'm pumped about that, and I decided to buy a few calls, and BNGO has started taking off, so that looks good. Here are my calls. For example, this is a $5 call. I got 2 of them. I'm considering exercising them at some point in the future. because Bingo is trading about $11 to $12 a share. And long term, I am bullish Bio-Nano Genomics, so we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. Okay, GME, let's talk about this. Don't hate me. But the risk reward is a little high to be taking on long positions in GameStop. I'm willing to consider it, I'm watching it, but more importantly, the risk reward is now to the downside for me. So when I see, say, these puts that are trading very cheap, like 10 bucks a put, you know, if I see this go to 1 cent and I'm buying puts for like $1, I will take that all day long and I will stack them on. So let's see, and this goes out to 2022, so I've got almost a whole year of trading for this to become potentially profitable. So I'm willing to bet that risk. I like it, and it gives me some downside protection if the market decides to sink. I have a feeling that GameStop would also sink with that too. Okay, next, Silver SLV. I got 100 shares in that, and there could be some potential short squeeze type things going on with silver. I don't know, but I do like the metal. I'm okay with holding this for now. And I got it early last week, I think. I'm up a little bit, fine, but I'm looking to maybe sell a covered call against this in the future. So not too bad. But let's look at the next one. So that was silver. I got a few other type of things. This is BarkBox, not that interesting. FLGT I like. It is a biotech type stock, and they're kind of related to corona testing, so I like that. BNGO, got some shares. I'm not selling anything against that yet, and I'll be holding on for a little bit, I think. MARA, I'm selling those covered calls. ARCG and AMD. So AMD, I think I've talked about in the past, but my cost basis on AMD is about $94. We're trading lower, clearly, but I can show you a chart in that. Let me do that really quick. So AMD, let's go daily. AMD I like. You're gonna see a couple things. We got support levels and resistance levels abound. The earnings report didn't go so great, but what I like here is that AMD and NVIDIA, their products have been sold out for a long time, months now, and it's crazy and it's frustrating. But if you're a shareholder or if you're the company, then you probably love it. You know, demand is there, supply is sort of there sometimes, but what's nice is if we go lower, I'm crazy bullish. I'm gonna buy the heck out of AMD at this point. As we test this level at 73, 74. So I set an alert for about $75 to $76. If we start testing that, I'm all over it and willing to go heavy on AMD and NVIDIA as well. So not too bad, but let's check this out more. Okay, so, ARCG. This is ARK Invest. It's the genomic revolution. But the reason I am very interested in ARCG is that as I'm slowly building out my income and I want to have some diversification and some long-term growth, I think ARCG is a great place to put that money. So I'm willing to slowly keep adding a share here and there and let this build out. Basically, my target here is like a decade on something like ARCG. So keep that in mind. Nothing special. It's kind of boring, you know, that sort of thing. But that's what you want. Like we said earlier, you want some boring trades in there to help even out and add to your longer term growth and your wealth and so on and so forth. So keep that in mind. So I hope that was helpful. As you can see, there's a lot of elements to trading, but I think prep is one of the key things. You know, when you enter a trade and you kind of know where you're going to be or what levels to watch, as well as what risk you want to cap yourself at, I think that is easily one of the most important things to trading and trading successfully. So let me know what you think. Like we said, don't forget, you know, keep an eye on that guy and make sure you do that or he will be mad. More videos to come this week. Let's see how the trading goes, and good luck on GameStop. All right, see ya. Peace.